guys, today I'm going to do a review of The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. I'm sure you've seen in our other videos that me and Amy were lucky enough to get an early proof copy of this book, which is why on the front it doesn't actually say The Loneliest Girl in the Universe, but I will insert a picture of the final copy somewhere on the screen because it's gorgeous. But this is also pretty goddamn gorgeous and the packaging was really nice for it. So we were both so excited to get this. It doesn't come out till September, which is why this review is going up in September because I'm pre-filming this in June. This story is defined as a romantic thriller, and I think that's definitely a way of thinking about it, but I think it is quite good to go into it not knowing too much, so I will do a very brief plot overview to try and get you to read it. But this book is all about Romy Silvers. She's the commander of the Infinity, which is a ship travelling to a habitable planet, and it's been going for like 40 years and she's still got like 20 until it's meant to get there or something like that. But she's alone on the ship, which was not what was meant to happen, because it does seem a bit strange, like why would they send one lonely girl? And I think one of my favourite things about this book was how you're slowly revealed like what happened to her. You very slowly get snippets of what happened when she was younger that led to her parents dying and her being alone on the ship. And the only contact she has with Earth is with her like therapist type woman who sends her voice messages every day to help her get through the grief of losing her parents and just dealing with being alone. But obviously the further the ship gets away from Earth, there's like a delay in communication, so the messages now take years to travel between, so obviously she can't get direct support when she needs it. She sent a message saying that another ship called the Eternity, which is a lot faster than her ship, is also going to the planet and it would join her and they would lock together and they'll both get there so much quicker. And this is amazing news for her because it means she won't be alone, she won't be travelling for as long. So she's really excited to finally have some human contact for the first time in like 10 years. But the other commander of the Eternity, Jay, they start emailing each other, and that is where the romance element comes in, but that doesn't come in until about halfway through the story, and it's from there that things really start to pick up and kick off. This book is less than 300 pages. When it arrived it was definitely shorter than I imagined because it seems like such a huge kind of storyline with the space and new planets and things. I thought it'd be a lot longer, but I think it really did like pack a punch for a small book, and it really like captured my interest. Like both me and Amy read this in like a day or two because it was just, you couldn't put it down. And I really enjoyed the writing style. I think Lauren James is a really good writer, and I tend not to notice good writers until I realise I've been reading quite a few books by bad writers, and then I read a well-written book and I'm like, oh, that's how you write a book well. And I think Lauren James' writing is definitely a strong point to her books. And yeah, I really love the character of Romy Silvers because we learned quite a lot about her in such a short book. She was really likeable. She's kind of the sort of person I can imagine myself being friends with. I just thought she was really, really likeable, and I feel like you got a fully fleshed out version of her character in such a short book, which was definitely nice as well because she is obviously the only character in the book really, so you definitely want to like her, else you might have some problems. Another part of this book that I really liked is that the chapter titles are like days until the Eternity arrives, and I think that's a really nice way of like keeping the pace up as well because you're constantly like counting down to her. I'm just going to shut the window. I'm just going to shut the window.
What are they on? A proper ice cream man.
But anyway, so the way that the chapter titles are counting down to the Eternity, like matching up with her ship, definitely keeps you reading because you're just so excited for her to finally like meet Jay, who she's been talking so much to, and just generally meet another person, and you're so excited for them to like get to the planet and everything. So it definitely keeps you reading. It's such a fast-paced book. And at first I gave it 5 stars because I absolutely loved it, and obviously I don't want to say any spoilers, but I was really happy with the ending as well, and there was a lot of like twists and turns which I wasn't expecting. But then Amy actually wasn't a massive fan of the book. She felt a bit disappointed, so when she said some of the things that disappointed her, I did lower my rating to 4 stars because I felt like the book could have done with being a little bit longer. I did want a little bit more. The ending did feel a bit crazy and a little bit too fast, but overall I think the pacing of the book was really good. But I would have been happy with another like 50 to 100 pages, kind of just giving a little bit more emphasis on the ending, a little bit more information. But that was really one of my only flaws with it, so it's definitely a really good solid 4-star read. And I do think if you think it sounds really cheesy about like 2 people fall in love with in space, and it definitely does have a lot of twists and turns, so if you think it's going to be like a cheesy read, it will take you by surprise, and it is like really exciting and really picks up at the end. And it was just a really, really good book by Lauren James. I'm very happy that we got this early and I got the chance to read it because I really loved it. So that's it for my review. Sorry if it was a bit rambly. I didn't really plan what I was going to say. I just went for it. Let me know down below if you've read this book and what you thought of it, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!